Hi, welcome back to 90 Day Together with me. I'm Kelly Conwisher, and this is week 10. And this week's all about work. What is work? Is this something that we are, cursed to do, and we just have to get through it, or is it something else? And I would like to offer that it is something else, biblically, that God actually designed us to work. And therefore, work is a gift, it's a blessing, it's something that is inherent to who we are as God's created people. And that is because it is who God is in Himself. So we see in Genesis at the very beginning this affirmation by the Hebrew people that the God that they serve, the God they love, the God they recognize as their creator, is a God who also works. The creation narrative is all about God creating and working and tilling the earth and creating everything, and then stepping back and appreciating that good work. And that there's sometimes this idea that the toil of work came after the fall, and that in Eden, everything was great and there was no work, and that's what we're destined for. And so if we could just get past all this sin and back to the Garden of Eden, then we wouldn't have to work. But that's just not what the Bible shows us. In Genesis chapter 2, God creates Adam and Eve, and he brings forth all of the beautiful trees and the aspects of creation that are going to help to sustain Adam and Eve. And he also says, okay, Adam and Eve, you be like me. You do what I do. You are created in my image, and I want you to enjoy this creativity and this creative power of being able to produce and to multiply and to create culture, like to create a family and have that family create rhythms of relationships and ways of doing things. This is all incredibly creative work. So work is part of our design. Most of us in the Western culture have been greatly influenced by the Greeks, who had a view of work as something that was to be avoided, because it kept us from being able to ascend to that which was beautiful, which was things of the mind and thoughts and of beauty. But that's not what we see in the biblical narrative. Rather, what we see is that all of creation, from the dirt itself to the fish and to the trees and to having a family, is all part of the work that God calls us to. And He divests His own power, His own authority to name things and to build things to us as humans whom He loves, and that is from Himself. So I would say, if you're feeling like this is work, it is work, but we're designed to work. This is a part of sharing in God's creation, sharing in His identity, is being able to produce and to flourish as God's children. So I hope that's an encouragement to you, that your 90-day goal is not meant to be a punishment. It's not drudgery. Your work is not something that you hope one day to get away from, but rather all work is a part of participating in the glory of God and in the creation that God has made for us. And so in one way or another, your 90-day goal is participating in that holy. It's creative, it's productive, and it's good. So keep at it. Keep at your 90-day goal. I'm Kelly Conwisher, Kelly at futurechurch.co. I'd love to hear more from you and your stories of how it's going. All right, this week's all about work, and you're working hard, and I'm proud of you here in week 10. Keep it going.